Well, happy coronavirus Thanksgiving, everybody. Hope you guys are enjoying 2020 as much as I am. So, as you can see, I'm getting my kitchen in my house in Queens redone. And right now, that's where they are with the sheetrock, the lighting, and the electricity. I'm getting all new appliances and everything. Already purchased them on Black Friday sale. So, I went with black slate, magnesium style. And it's going to give a better, nice looking kitchen look when it's done. So, as you can see, I've already got my cheesecakes ready. This one right here, strawberry. And I was going to make one with blueberry, maybe, because I have cherry, got apple. So, I'm going to make one with blueberry. I could make one with apple, but some people don't like apple as much. And besides, I got an apple pie. And I use the regular recipe that I always use to make my cheesecake. So this is what it looks like plain. You know, as long as you keep it in there, a good amount of time and you don't overcook it, it doesn't burn and whatever. Then I got the cranberry sauce right here. This is Uncle Giuseppe's brand cranberry sauce. I know how to make it. It's just that I wanted to taste their brand because they use like a French brandy in it. And it tastes really good. This is fresh cranberries. They got the walnuts in there. And it's a very, very fresh, cranberry sauce that they've got going here. I was trying to take this top off so I could show you what it looks like. Yeah, it's hard to work with one hand. But, yeah, this is a very fresh, these are straight cranberries, French brandy, walnuts in there. Very, very good. I've already tasted some of it. So, basically, as far as making my turkey, I got to put the turkey in the oven for 2.5 hours. So as you can see, if you're not religiously excluded from eating bacon, you can always take bacon and you can put slices of bacon across the top of the turkey. However, I'm not actually going to do that. But the reason why is because the bacon actually can help the turkey to cook nice and, how should I say, juicy. Because a lot of you people, y'all don't use enough seasoning. You see this? That's how a bird's supposed to be seasoned right there. Now, I had butter, went all around the turkey with the butter. And then I had, salt, paprika, pepper, whatnot. Everybody's got their own different recipe. But one thing you can also do is you could take some olive oil. And the reason why you have some olive oil is because if you rub some olive oil over the top of the turkey, that actually helps to protect the turkey. Just a little bit. And you get that on there. That helps protect the turkey and make sure the butter doesn't burn. Because some people, y'all overcook these turkeys, right? You don't want to do that. So, a little olive oil for the effect. Just rub that all over there. So, hopefully, once all the work is done in the kitchen, or the other kitchen, it's like I'll be able to use that kitchen. I'll have a much, much better appliance setup. But for right now, I'm cooking smaller for right now. So what you're gonna want to obviously do, if you bought a turkey, it didn't come with instructions. You'll put this in the oven under 300 degrees, and you'll cook it for 2.5 hours until the internal temperature reaches 150. And some people take it out constantly in order to baste it and make sure it doesn't dry out. But that's what this olive oil actually helps to do. Helps to protect it from drying out. So that's just one way to do it right there. We are 1 hour and 56 minutes left till done. Let's take a look. It's getting nice and brown in there. Watch out for that heat. It's very hot. And I just threw some apples in there. I don't know why, because I don't know. It just seemed like the thing to do. But you want to know who's not having a very happy Thanksgiving right now? All of the people who were speculating on Bitcoin and who actually put money into Bitcoin. So right now, I was actually watching Trayvon James live right now, while he's trying to explain to everybody the reason why Bitcoin has basically collapsed. So his video is actually on live right now. And as you can say, I posted a comment. Bitcoin is a speculative asset. Every bubble eventually finds a pen. Now, here's the thing. If I'm going to invest long-term money, I would rather buy a third house. I would rather buy electric vehicles. I would rather buy big oil companies. Like, for example, Exxon, Chevron, BP, and so forth and so on. those stocks are going to come back when airlines and cruise lines come back. I've basically said this in every single video. So right now, if you hadn't gotten in already, yeah, it's going to cost you a lot more than it would have if you had gotten in when I first told you to get in, but you can still get in and you can still make some money with the energy stocks. But here's the thing, buying Bitcoin at this point makes no sense whatsoever. Look at that right there. Bitcoin plunges by nearly $3,000 after closing on its all-time record. Now, here's the shame of it. Now, you can buy fractions of a stock. Specifically, you can buy fractions of Bitcoin. But you got to understand, the only reason why Bitcoin was moving up in the first place was because PayPal started allowing people to start storing Bitcoin, which probably caused a lot of people to start buying it. But the problem is PayPal doesn't really allow you to change ownership of that Bitcoin. Like if you want to transfer it from yourself to me, PayPal doesn't allow you to buy stuff with that Bitcoin. And it also doesn't really allow you to exchange ownership. So bottom line is, listen, I could go on and on and on about why I don't do Bitcoin anymore and why I don't do cryptocurrency, because you got to remember, when I made videos years ago, back in 2017, around Thanksgiving 2017, moving up to 2018 January, you got to remember, I was buying Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum back then. But once the U.S. government got involved, I was like, nope, not doing it. I'm not doing it. So anybody who did buy into Bitcoin, you got in and you just, all of your dreams basically of Bitcoin going to the moon and all this nonsense that they're talking about. They're speculating to the point where they're saying that Bitcoin was going to do really well, but they weren't giving you any real reason why it was going to do well. So what I'll do right quick is I'll also talk about my experimental account. That if you watch me, you've been following my experimental account. My experimental account is right now at $11,985. That's actually down a little bit because there was some type of sell-off. But as you remember, I made those gains from that $5,000 initial investment to about $12,000, and I'm only down about maybe $100. I think the highest it was within this week, I think the highest it was right about here, right now, $11.95. And that's where it closed. After Thanksgiving, there'll probably be a rally because we're moving into Black Friday, Christmas season. So you got Black Friday coming on Friday, tomorrow, and then after that you got Christmas shopping coming. So the thing about it is I actually feel more comfortable buying stocks, like regular stocks, ETFs and whatnot. I feel way more comfortable doing that. So what I'm going to show you is my watch list. Again, you have to remember oil, energy, they are still low. They are where you want to be. Like if you think about the oil, these are Chevron, Exxon, Shell, BP, and Sunoco. The 52-week high within a year was $32, and the price now is $29 for Sunoco. BP, the price now is $21, but the 52-week high is about $40. Shell, 36, 52-week. Basically, as you can see, every single one of these stocks is about half of the value with the exception of Chevron and Shell. I bought oil when it was dirt cheap. I bought all of my oil and energy. If you look at the video I made called I Am an Oil Man, I bought all of my energy stocks when they were at the lowest of the lows, like March, when they crashed. You remember when oil hit like less than $1 a barrel? That's when I bought in. So basically, I'm up on all of those. Some of you made money off of my advice by buying TTI and whatnot. I know one of my friends did. He claimed he made like $18,000 off of my advice. So I'm like, okay, good for you. I'm glad you didn't waste your money and buy freaking Bitcoin. So there's energy right here. And then there's also, of course, there's the banks, and the banks are still relatively low. I have to say, though, I was very, very impressed with the gains that I made on ISBC. That's Investors Bank Corp. And I'm really pissed off at Wells Fargo because I shorted Wells Fargo right before it decided to hit $26, and right now it's at $28. I know ultimately you're going to do whatever you want with your money or wherever you want to put it, and you have your own philosophy for trading and everything. I consider myself bearish, and I consider myself a little bit conservative. I would rather bet money on assets like, buying real estate, like buying a third house or I would rather buy a building or something I can rent out for apartment rentals or something. That I feel safer having money in assets that I know are either going to appreciate or are stable. So ETF stocks, cruise lines, airlines, it's like even though even right now the airline industry is getting its ass whipped, the simple fact is the government's not going to let it fail. And as long as the government won't let it fail, it gives you an opportunity to get into these things while they're at their lowest. So basically that's all for today. Hopefully everybody enjoys their Thanksgiving. And, after the new market week, I'll be back to posting market watch videos and whatnot, and we'll see what's going on.